Hello again, guys. Welcome back to the video. I hope you're having a great day. So, a very sad defeat again for Nigerian Super Falcons in the hand of Spain yesterday evening. It's almost the same thing that we saw against Brazil. A really, really tight game, and then conceding one goal to lose everything that we had been fighting for from the start of the game. And we saw that replay again yesterday. It was just the same thing. Spain completely dominated us in terms of possession and attempts. But again, we had a few chances as well to convert, and we couldn't bury those chances. We actually, didn't take those chances. The likes of Adibade had a moment. Udeze at some point also had a moment, but the same problem that we've been talking about, lack of quality strikers to convert these goals. That was also what caught up with us in that yesterday's game. And it's been 2 defeats for Nigerian Super Eagles. And even though we talked about it here that what we needed to get in that game was at least a draw to keep hopes alive. But again, we technically still have a chance to qualify right now because Spain have already qualified with 6 points, and Brazil, Japan all have 3 points each. Nigeria with 0 points at the bottom. If we can get a victory over Japan with at least two goal margin, then that will put us, up with a chance to actually qualify. Even though not among the best two, I'm hearing there's going to be a best loser for this category. So if we could make the 3rd place, we could also qualify. So this is all Randy Wardrum and the girls will be targeting right now, trying to qualify, at the expense of Japan. At least we have to, win these girls with 2 goals margin to be safe for that one. If Brazil and Spain play a draw, automatically the 2 of them will be occupying the 1st and 2nd position. And then if we go on and get a win for that one, preferably with at least 2 goal margins, then we might get to qualify as the best loser. But we'll see what happens. So Randy Wardrum and the girls are going to have to try and get answers, and they need to get it very quickly. For Christ's sake, we've not seen any sparks, since they started this competition. We've not even seen them score a goal in both games that they've played, and it's not really nice. Of course, the fans are holding out for something to actually cheer on. There have been huge crowds, coming to support the girls. Even the likes of Osimhen actually was in the stands, with the rest of the supporters to support the Nigerian Super Falcons. But again, there hasn't really been much spark. We hope that we are going to see something really interesting, something positive for the last game against Japan. That's going to come up later on the 31st of this month. One striking thing about the Super Falcons is that despite this series of bad results, not having to get any points from these games, the fans are still backing them. Like, Nigerian supporters are still solidly behind them. They're trying to see the positives in their performances. For example, our goalkeeper, she was very, very fantastic. We would have considered more than 1 goal if it wasn't for her. And, a few people as well in the team. And the fans have decided to pick these positives in it. I know that if it was Nigerian Super Eagles that actually played and get this kind of results on back to back, the criticism would be really, really big. But Super Falcons, we love them, the fans love them, and everyone is still solidly behind them, hoping that they can turn things around in this final game against Japan. And speaking about supporting the Nigerian Super Falcons, the NFF's president, Mr. Ibrahim Gusso, obviously gave a statement about the results so far. He admitted that we've had a lot of chances, couldn't convert them, and then we got punished with 1-0, and that's also very painful. But this president is saying that he still believes in the girls, and that by the grace of God that they can turn things around for the better in the last game against Japan. But it's still left to be seen what's going to happen on that day. But everybody is backing the Nigerian Super Falcons to obviously get us that result that we've been hoping for in that final game. And then moving away from that, just let me let you know that Victor Osimhen was missing in action as Napoli actually played another of their preseason game yesterday evening. They actually played against the Albanian football club Ignatia and they trashed them 4 goals to 0. But the crazy thing is that Osimhen was nowhere to be found. He wasn't in the starting 11. He was also not mentioned in the substitution bench. And again, this is the second consecutive time that Osimhen has not, been involved in Napoli's preseason games. The last game he wasn't involved, and the talks then was that he had a bit of a knock, during training. So they were trying to take a precautionary measure to rest him ahead of their next game. So that was what was said then. But right now he has missed another game, and I don't know if it's still the knock or maybe it's just because of the transfer situation. But about the transfer situation, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Osimhen is still intending to leave the club, as Napoli are still intending to, let go of Osimhen once the right owner comes with the right amount that they're asking. And the PSG deal, according to Fabrizio Romano, is still on hold right now. It's still stalled because the discussion the last time was not exactly what could make the deal move forward, because Napoli are not willing to bring down their price. Fabrizio also reported that Chelsea are still interested in Osimhen, but they are not willing to pay that transfer fee that Napoli are asking. Judging by what has been going on with Osimhen and the whole situation at Napoli, one ex-Nigerian Super Eagles player, Udeze, has called out to Osimhen in warning and has told him to do whatever it takes to leave Napoli, that Napoli is not safe anymore for him, that he should leave Napoli, because if he decides to stay for one more season, then chances are he's not going to be the #1 striker for the club, that he is going to, in fact, be put on the bench for the majority of the season. Udeze feels that Osimhen has obviously fallen down the pecking order in the Napoli setup, and the whole situation with the management and everything, that it's all messed up right now. They cannot trust him again with the first team shirt, for this new season if he stays. And the man is saying that Napoli are going to try to do everything they can to make sure that they get Lukaku joined from Chelsea, even though Osimhen doesn't leave. And Udeze says that if Lukaku joins Napoli, then the chances are Antonio Conte is going to give Lukaku the first shirt and put Osimhen on the bench. So, he's going to sit on the bench for majority of the season as second fiddle striker to the team. And of course, we know what this is going to do to his career. It's definitely going to, bring down his career worth, interest from other clubs as well. Everything's going to just drain down. So this is why Udeze has now advised Osimhen to make sure that he does everything that he can to leave the club, now that he still has a little bit of dignity there. What do you think about this? That's the update for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts about any of the content, and then subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. If it's on Facebook you're watching, don't forget to follow my page, and then I'll catch you soon in my next video. Take care of yourselves and stay tuned to the channel.